half-ass. We will see what we see. We will see what we see. Live in 7 minutes. Oh, yep. I am live. Okay. Hello, everybody. Yeah. So, sorry about the last minute kind of thing here. I'm using Google Hangouts, and I actually wasn't going to do the show tonight, but then I decided, hey, I'm going to do the show. So, yeah. Can everybody hear me? I'm still not used to Google Hangouts, so I don't know if everything's working or not. Whoop de whoop. Where's my chat at? Where's my chat? There's nobody here. It's like nobody. All right. What's up, everybody? What's up? Yeah. All right. Quiet back there. Anyways. John, what's going on, my brother? Paul, what's happening, brother? Yeah, so like I said, wasn't going to do the show tonight. Decided at the last second I'm going to do the show. Wasn't going to do the show because my leg is messed up again. As I was talking about last week, leg's infected again. Super, super frustrated about that. So, yeah, but here I am. The Wolf, Kenny B. Hey, Kenny, what up? So, yeah. But I wanted to do the show. I mean, I wanted to come on at least for a little while, say hello to everybody, hang out, talk about some new stuff I got going on as far as vaping stuff and stuff for the show. And, yeah. All right. So, here we are. What are we going to start with? Okay, got some new e-liquid that I'm pretty excited about. It's called Macon Maple. Macon Maple. So as you might imagine, this is a maple bacon flavor. So yeah, it smells pretty ruthless. If I'm being totally honest. I'm going to put it on the Stack AV with the Troll V2. Church, what's up, brother? Felix, what's going on? All right. Okay, you had your moment in the sun. Get out of here. It's my show now. Showing your best end.
I'm rubbing on you.
The wolf says hello. Could be a weirdo.
No, never.
So this Macon Maple, does it kind of taste like it's a maple bacon donut? Is the flavor?
Try it.
Try it. Maple bacon donut. It tastes like a maple donut. It doesn't really taste like bacon.
Ew. Fucking bacon.
Oh, you're so foolish. It doesn't taste like bacon.
No, I taste grease.
Oh, you're out of it. Felix Bacons, thank you so much.
And soap.
I enjoy that you enjoy watching my YouTube channel.
Watch mine.
What do I think of Pancake Man? I love the original Pancake Man in moderation. Juan Castillo, what's going on, brother?
What's up?
They can hear you. So they heard you say what's up.
Rude.
Go get on your computer and you can come on.
No, I'm not.
Banana milk. Yeah, I do like banana milk. Owen Ginter, my crew. So yeah, this is a totally last second thing. I actually wasn't planning on doing the show at all, and so nobody's here. But Paul might come on, and also ADB might come on. So it's a kind of tentative thing. But like I was saying, I just wanted to come on and hang out. All right. My crew is in chat, Owen. My crew's in chat. That's where the real folks are at. But anyways, yeah, so Macon Maple. This was sent out by Elysian Labs, who, you know what? Good to see you too, brother. I know that I've done stuff from Elysian Labs before. I just don't know what. So I'm going to look them up real quick. So I know they make other shit besides this Macon Maple. Elysian Labs. Come on, you idiot. What's that make? Oh my god. Well, apparently their website is dangerous. My computer won't let me go to it. So, yes, I am 21 or older. So what do they make? I'm still not getting answers here. Fluffy e-liquid, black label, in your face, mortality. Paul Hessian, what up, dog?
What's going on, dude?
What's happening, brother?
Long day.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. Why is the... Okay, so why is the... Why does this look weird? On the regular show, now, are they... I mean, is this just... Am I seeing you this way, but everybody else is seeing us together?
I don't know. Let me actually pull it up on my phone real quick.
Let me see. Let me see if I can mute this and then play it.
I got it.
Can you check, babe?
My phone real quick.
Let me see if I can...
No, it's doing the usual flip flop. Whoever's talking highlighted. Yeah.
I hate that shit. How do we change it? I honestly don't remember how to use this at all.
It's been so long since we've actually used Hangouts, dude.
Seriously, though. Okay, open camera, man. I don't know what the hell that did. Oh, my God.
First, baby starts crying.
Yeah, if you hear a crying baby, that's not my baby. It's the next door baby.
Yeah, it's our baby.
Shit, man. I honestly don't know how to do anything in this stupid thing anymore. Cameraman. Okay, well, I guess we're stuck with this bullshit fucking thing. Present to everyone. Paul Hessian. There we go. Now you're on the big screen, my friend.
I don't want to be on the big screen.
You look tired, my friend.
I am beat, dude.
What's going on?
Long day. Long day. We every year we go to the Big E, which is the big state fair out in Western Massachusetts, out in Springfield, Massachusetts. Right around this time, right around the week either before or on my wife's birthday, or the week after, depending on it's the dates that are available and everybody's around. And we left at 8:40 this morning. We didn't get there till about 1:05. It's only a 2-hour ride, if that, from our house. Fucking traffic. As soon as we got into Springfield, it took an hour and a half just to get from the highway in Springfield to the event.
Man, that's disgusting. I hate traffic. Well, then, hey, God bless you for coming. I appreciate it, my friend.
Yeah, of course. Not a problem, dude.
So I want to say what's up to Frank. You got Daytime Frank in the chat. Joseph Gurr.
Yo, Gert.
That was a little fruity of me, but hey, Gurr.
Gert.
Tiger.
Gert.
Tiger. So, man, this sort of go through what I've been vaping. So I just got this, like I was saying, from Elysian Labs, Macon Maple. It's a maple bacon donut. It's pretty good, actually.
Ooh.
That was surprisingly good. It's no bacon. It's just maple and donut. It's good, though. What else do I got that's interesting? I have this Kingpin. I got a review. I'm actually working on the review for this right now. This is a peanut butter tobacco. I was vaping this last week, too, but this shit is the real deal. This is really good. I've had 2 really good peanut butters in a row. The Code 69 from Drip Code, and then this Boss Tobacco Kingpin. If you like tobaccos, this is something to look at. Kingpin. It's the business. And then a couple other exciting things that we have. I got the new stuff from Trinity Glass Hardware. Got the colored US V1, which I'm excited about, and I also got these new glass caps from them as well. The 24 millimeter, I forget what this is called. It's like the Apollo cap or some shit. I forget what it's called exactly, but this is the Battle Deck version. It also actually fits on the US one RDA, little trade secret. And we also got this new crown cap. Do you have yours over there? Your crown cap that I can show real quick? The swirly one. So look at these new crown caps. These things are dope. Loving these crown caps. So nice. If you guys don't know anything about Trinity Glass hardware, you guys gotta check them out. They're amazing.
And if you use my promo code,
What's your promo code?
it's on one of my promo code video.
Anyways.
Wait, I'll find it.
All right. So, what have you been vaping on, Pesh?
All week, it's just been Addie's yogurt.
You've been on a kick, my friend.
Yeah, man. Like, as soon as I mix up a bottle of Addie's yogurt, it's honestly like my go-to. I stay with it until the bottle is done. But I'm already down to a third of the bottle left. And all of these wonderful flavors from Dawn take at least a week, if not longer, to steep out. And as of right now, other than Addie's yogurt, the only thing that I have kicking around is Scruples from Voodoo Vapes.
I like
So,
Scruples.
yeah, I have to mix up some Adore tonight, if not tomorrow, as soon as I get home, so I can have stuff for the rest of the week.
Yeah, man. There's nothing worse than vaping a good e-liquid before it's ready to vape. Like,
No.
what a waste. What a waste. Okay, so I changed my mind. This Macon Vapal, yeah, it's got a real fatty taste to it, actually, after a while.
Told you.
Like a bacon fat. It smells really strong with bacon fats. It's a little disconcerting, actually. Ugh.
It's Panda Vapes.
So you can get there's
15% off.
15% off of all the Trinity Glass hardware stuff. Use the code PandaVapes. Okay. Also, if you haven't already, go check out my latest video on my channel besides this one. And I'm doing a big giveaway for Heaven Gifts 11th anniversary. And I'm giving away 5 different pieces of hardware. So, man, go take part in that. It's huge. Got the Anakin Proton, which is like a pretty expensive mod. Got a couple RDAs, got a couple RTAs. Some really good stuff. So, go check that out. You know what's crazy to think about this, Paul? Heaven Gifts, which, you know, up until recently, I never really thought a lot about. To be totally honest, I never really thought a lot about Heaven Gifts. Okay? They've been in business selling vape stuff since 2007. Like, that's fucking crazy to me. That's fucking crazy. That's before Grim Green started making videos.
Yep.
That's how I gauge everything in the vape world. It's like, was Grim Green in before?
Yeah, how long it's been around, if Grim touched it or not, right?
Crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. Okay, Zach Johnson, what's going on, brother? This guy. What's going on? What's going on with this guy here? Anyways. All right, yeah, so I went today to buy some pods for my little Jewel. You know how much these fucking pods are for these things?
Isn't it like $20 for like a 5-pack, 4-pack or something like that?
It's $28.99 for a 4-pack of these pods. No thanks. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say absolutely not. No, absolutely not. No way.
That's why I will stick with my Boulder by Rock or Rock by Boulder, right? The refillable pods, 2 of them for $5. You know, and then you just
They're not
in there.
Are they stock refillable? Like they're made to be refilled?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna get one.
Yeah. And in all honesty, you can run. You don't have to run fucking Nick Salt through it. You don't have to do that. You can run a 3, 6, 12, whatever Nick level you want, regular juice in there, and it will keep you satisfied. Yeah. I mean, it's mouth to lung, but it has more production than a Juul does. You know, it's not as satisfying as us with our fucking drippers and everything like that. But it, you know, to keep it stealth vape low while you're working and stuff like that, it's a perfect little combo.
I will say, man, I got this thing thinking I was going to bash on it, totally bash on it. It's like it's the mainstream shit, right? And that's not what I'm all about. But I can't bash on it. It's actually performs admirably for what it is. It's the battery life is shit, but I mean that's because look how small it is. And but I refill this pod, and it's not hard to refill it. But I will say this: I suck down a pod a day. Every day I have to refill this thing. And if I was paying $28.99 for 4 of those pods, no way. It's not sustainable. And that is more expensive than smoking. So
I had a buddy that was a pack and a half a day for 30 years, dual using with a Juul for the last year. He was going over to Ireland for a 15-day trip. And he was just like, dude, I'm not going to be able to get Juul pods. I'm going to have to stock up on them. It's going to be expensive as hell. I'm like, go pick up a fucking boulder, get 2 more pods, bring the 3 empty pods, fill the one that you want to use as soon as you get off of the airport, have it ready to go, right? Because you can carry this on. Told him exactly how to label his juice inside the bag. You know what I mean? Exactly what he needed to do to fly with it. He brought 2 bottles of juice with him. 15 days, 130 mil of 50% Nick salt lasted him. He only went through a half a bottle in 15 days. And he only used the boulder. Didn't smoke butts while he was over there. He has officially kicked a 30-year pack and a half a day smoking habit with a $10 device.
That's what's up. That's awesome.
So,
and Freddie, I'll take you up on that offer, man. I will definitely trade you this Juul for a boulder. I have no problem with that at all. I mean, yeah, let's just play it out. Let's see how those rolls.
I mean, in all honesty, it's so USB charging ports already. It's just built on. There's no extra.
Which that's another thing about this fucking thing is it has this little USB little dock that you have to.
Yeah. No, this you can just pop out just as long as you don't put it in one of the speed chargers. You're fine.
Yeah, let's do it, Freddie, for sure. I don't have any pods or anything with it. I mean, I'm just keep it real with you. I have this pod that came with it that I've just been refilling. I've never actually tried any of their liquids that they front for themselves. I've only refilled this with fucking basics and what do I have now? I have Vaptasia Nick Salt stuff that I've used. It works good. I like it actually a lot. It's not bad. Yeah, let's work it out. Message me later, dude. Let's do it. Yeah, these things are. I mean, these fucking things are $50. It's fucking crazy. I can't imagine it. I just can't imagine. It's crazy.
Dude, for $50, you can get the boulder, 2 more extra pods, and 2 bottles of juice.
Yeah. And it's like you can't just buy this. I don't even know. Does it come with a pod? It might come with a pod. I don't know.
Yeah, it comes with one. It comes with you can either buy just the Juul, right, which is just the device and the charger, or you can buy the starter kit, which is the 4 original flavor samples, 4 original sample pods in with it, and it's like $65-$70 for the for the full kit. Yeah,
I will say this is that. There's no denying the impact this has had on the industry. By far, man, this thing is the most popular device. When I'm watching, I was watching, what's his name? Oh my God, Danger Mouse? Not Danger Mouse. One of those DJs with the mouse head. What the fuck is his name? Anyways, Dead Mouse. He has this thing where he drives around with musicians and shit. It's kind of like comedians in cars getting coffee, except it's techno DJs driving around talking shit.
Yep.
And so he was driving around, and it's just like randomly one of the guys is hitting the Juul, and it's like everywhere I look, there's people hitting the Juul. So there's no denying that this thing is very popular, and if it helps anybody to get off of cigarettes, more power to them. It's just, for me, it's not sustainable. It's too expensive. But
Right.
Hey, whatever works for you, right? God bless them. So yeah, I mean, we're counting down. Speaking of the Juul, we're counting down. I have heard nothing from their side about what's going to happen after that 60-day mark. They came out right after the FDA came out and said, "Hey, you have 60 days to figure out how to get teens not to use your device." They came out and said, "Yeah, we support that." And then since then, it's been radio silence. So, I mean, we're a month into that. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to play out. That's going to have some really deep ramifications for the rest of the industry. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, like the problem is there's people who are not part of the industry that are buying Juuls and saying on Instagram, even Juuls for sale.
Yep.
No age verification required. You know, like they're fucking. There's assholes out there that are just like, yeah, no, I don't give a shit. I'll make $20-$30
Yep.
on these kids wanting to buy them.
Yep. You know what? That's just something, you know, and we've talked about this a lot of times, is that this is an industry that has really been preyed upon by vultures, like more than a lot of industries, because it's new. There's not a lot of oversight as of yet. There hasn't been a lot of oversight, and so we had a lot of people that did not have good intentions, and it came in to make a buck while they could, and we're still seeing the tail end of that. People like that, people who are like wholesale buying Juuls and selling them to fucking whoever with no verification. So, unfortunately, you know. Chris Zeidler, I'm sure I've massacred that name. I'm so sorry, but hey, I'm glad you're enjoying Drip Code. Drip Code is the real deal. Well, honestly, only Code 69 is anything I really liked, but
You see Monkey in there?
no. Okay.
I gotta swap out laundry. I'll be right back real quick.
Do it, brother.
If you
Do what you
can't
do.
come on, ask them how you like the cotton.
Okay, I will. All right. So what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? Stephen Bearden of AMPM occasionally has the Juul kit for $19.99. I'll tell you what, for $19.99, I would buy that. I would 100% buy that. I think that's probably what it's worth, the high end of what it's worth. It's not, this isn't anything special, man. I will say the coils and the pods are pretty interesting looking, but besides that, there's not a lot here. I've tried to get this thing to dry hit too, and with no success. So, you know, it is what it is. All right. Okay, so anybody who wants to enter the giveaway, I just got a message from Zach Johnson. Wanted to know how to enter the giveaway. So the giveaway I'm doing on my channel right now. It's in my last video. All you have to do is leave a comment below that video saying which of the 5 products that I'm giving away you're most interested in getting. That's it. So. Jordans, man. Yeah, absolutely. Jordans are always worth a ton of money. Freemax Mesh Pro. We have those actually a little bit. We have that tank. The Freemax Mesh Pro. Any mesh tank I like. I will say this though, that mesh pod system that we got recently, the Edmund, which I love. I absolutely love that pod system. It has a mesh coil in it, and me and Panda both have burnt our coils out already. We use them for maybe a week, and the coils are already starting to throw off dry hits. So that's a pretty unfortunate thing. And I don't even know where to find pods for that thing at this point. Yeah.
Can't even find an update.
Can't find anything about that product at this point. It's still really, really new. I don't even think it's released yet. So if you guys were thinking about buying that, I would hold off until you see my review for it. It's really nice. I mean, it looks really nice. It feels really nice. It vapes really nice until it doesn't, and then that's pretty unfortunate that happens.
It's really fast.
Which is, yeah, like Panda said, it's really fast. It happened really fast that our coils started to not perform well. Yeah, Code 69. That's man, if you guys haven't tried Code 69 from Drip Code, do yourself a favor. That is the best e-liquid I've had probably and all year. Oh, that vape, man. Well, good on you. Go to bed. Get some resty poo. We'll see you later. Yeah, like I was saying before, I wasn't going to do the show tonight because I actually worked yesterday. You normally don't work on Saturdays, but I had to work yesterday. Worked my ass off. Did this huge event. 1,000 people coming through and talking to me. And man, the last thing I wanted to do was talk to more people. And but yeah, so I wanted to come on and say what's up. And I tell you what, being on my feet all day yesterday with this leg that's infected was not a good scene. This morning I felt like I was gonna die. So, all right, Felix Bacons, I will answer one question for you. My favorite vape liquid out of all the liquids I have ever had would probably be I'm just gonna go off the top of my head here. I think my favorite e-liquid of all time is probably Siren Song from Charlie Noble. Yeah, that Freemax Mesh Pro is an ugly ass little tank, but yeah, it puts off a good vape. All right, so now Felix, since I've answered one of your questions, let it go, brother. Oh, that vape. I'm sorry. Oh, come on. Well, I don't know why I always assume everybody's a man. I guess because it's my penis. It makes me assume everybody else has penises.
You're a man.
Oh, that vape.
I always thought it was a man too.
Well, that's what happens. Careful, Paul. So, you guys had a long drive. Did you guys have fun once you finally got there?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad day. Overly crowded, unfortunately. But I did a bunch of day drinking today.
Okay.
Typically, I go there and I eat my way through the fair. No, this year I found as many craft beer booths as possible, and yeah, from 1 o'clock in the afternoon after eating lunch till 5:30-ish. That whole time I was walking around with the fresh beer in my hand.
Oh, man. I always feel so shitty when I get drunk in the day. Ugh.
Well, I see. That's the thing is I never got drunk.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I paced myself enough that it ended up being a beer an hour. You know, and I just enjoyed drinking it. You know, spending time with the family and doing some, silly walking around and buying of stuff to annoy people, and it was a good time. It was a good time.
Like Kenny B said, what is not crowded on the East Coast? That's so true. Hey, it's West Coast too, man. I tell you what, anytime we want to go anywhere, I mean, even in my tiny ass town of 20,000 people, at noon and at 5, trying to get anywhere in this fucking town is a nightmare. So,
Yeah.
just this country is just full of shithead people. All right, so you know what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do a little bit of a deep dive through some coils from the past. And I think since we have Hesh on, let's look for some Hesh coils
Oh, Jesus.
over the last couple of years. And then we're just going to call it quits for the night because you know what? I want to get out of here already because I'm not feeling good. But I definitely wanted to come on and say what's up to everybody. But yeah, let's definitely look for some coils. Let me look through some of these real quick and find some. Hesh has contributed over the years. He hasn't recently, but he definitely has before. So
Yeah, I gotta get back on my build game big time. We've been blessed with having so many friends that are builders and so many good builders that will sell their coils that put out such a good quality product. I'm still like I've been boasting. I'm still on the same set of fucking Fralians from Yeti. God, for the last 6 months.
damn.
One set.
Yep, that'll do it.
One, you know how it is. Once you get that one set of coils that just
Yep.
vape perfectly, and you can clean it without it getting a dead leg inside of it, you just go.
You just go. That's it. Yeah. There's some coils that are just like I cannot take these out of my device.
Right.
It would hurt me too much.
since I put them, I had these in the original Dead Rabbit, and then when I got the murdered out Dead Rabbit, I threw them in, and they've been in since since NVE this year.
Damn. Rocking them, brother. Rocking them. Hey, but that's, you know what? That's just like a testament to the quality that our boy's putting off over there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I miss that guy. I miss that guy. Old Yeti. One of these days he'll grace us with his presence again. Let me see here. Some of these aren't labeled, which I hate. I should have labeled all these when I was doing them. Sucks. Yeah, Hesh right here. Boom. You are well represented, my friend. I can't wait to look at these. Awesome. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. So what have you been doing all week? How was work? What have you been doing? What's your life like?
Work's been insane this week, actually. I mean, everything from one of our vendors' computer systems being down to one of my customers wanting to order a major piece of equipment for their shop from that vendor, and it taking 2 days for us to pick it up as opposed to same day pickup as usual. And the customer was calling my boss, who was out of the area for our national sales meeting down in Texas. So I have that customer calling my boss, who's texting me while I'm trying to orchestrate it all through with our warehouse and the store that was supposed to be selling it, to that customer, and while also doing my regular sales calls, while also working 50% of my day in a store. So it's just been this whole week was hell week. Also Thursday we had the services for my wife's uncle.
Yeah, what a shame.
So I had to duck out of work a little early to be there, and still weighing heavy on us all. Emotions are all over the place. Just it's a bad scene. It's a sad scenario, and it's rough, but we're getting through it.
You know what? And I just want to say, if anybody's ever feeling low, and anybody ever feels like they need to talk to somebody, reach out to whoever you feel comfortable reaching out to, whether that's me or somebody like Paul or somebody in your life that you feel safe with. And just reach out and talk to somebody.
Don't think that you're going to be a burden on anybody. You have to be willing to seek the help in order to get the help.
Yep.
And you can't just rely on people who notice that you need the help, but then say, no, I'll get through it myself. Because not, as we all know, that not everybody is as strong as they think they are when it comes down to self. They'll gladly go out of their way to help everybody else and make sure that everybody else is happy around them. But you have to. There are times where it's okay to be a little selfish.
Yep. Sometimes you have to save yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the reality of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's I always hate to hear about that, man. That's that's really rough, especially when it's somebody that and I care about you, and so it's rough whenever that happens to somebody.
Yeah. I mean, he was just at the beginning of August. He was over for Liam's birthday party. He sat with me while he sat in the first tent because it was downpouring during Liam's birthday party. So while it was downpouring, I was grilling under one of those 10 by 10 tents, shade covers.
Yeah.
And everybody else was in the party, all in the other tents that we had going on. And he sat with me the whole fucking time. We were just sitting there laughing, shooting the shit, talking. You know, like it's rough to know that that's not going to happen again.
Yeah, that's it.
So
And it's like, when I was a young man and I was a confused, sad young man, and was reaching out for help, I had a guy tell me once, he said, suicide is a permanent solution for a temporary problem.
oh yeah,
And, he's like, no matter what you're going through right now, there's always going to be a solution for that. And there's always going to be a next day, some other chance for you to make it right. But that's the one way that you can ensure that you're never going to have a chance to make it right. That's the one way you can ensure that you're never going to have another chance at it. So that stuck with me over the years, because I think we've all been in dark places like that where you don't know, can I make it, another day? Can I keep going through this? And you also have to understand that that's not something that's not something that only affects you. The reverberations of that go on for years and years.
oh yeah. It's I mean, unfortunately, he left us the day after my dad's 1 year anniversary.
Oh God.
So we were already upset, on edge about that, and then the next night, just it's not a good scene, family wise, and at my dad's services, my son was so upset that he went completely pale, flush white, started to dry heave, and literally almost passed out on my wife and my mother-in-law. They pulled him back away from the service for a few minutes to get him to breathe. They took off his suit jacket. They opened up, like they got him. They really had to do that. We had to leave the service for Kat's uncle because he started to go through the same thing.
That's a lot for a little man to take.
Yeah. It was just, again, rough, absolutely rough, but we do what we can. The whole family rallied together. I've the family dynamic that my wife's family has will get them all through this, no problem. You know what I mean? They have such the most amazing dynamic, and I am blessed to have them to fall back on, since I don't have many people up here. I mean, I still have my aunts and my uncles and my cousins, that, but they're all up in the Boston area, and it's tricky to catch up with them, and it's scheduling is just all over the place for everybody with them. But I have about 25 people within 3 towns that I could knock on their door if I need them.
It's always so important, and it's something that that in my own life I definitely need to make some changes as far as reconnecting with family, making sure that family is more involved in my life, because it's easy to let little things, like let little slights or let little petty bullshit come between family.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, they're not there for you anymore, and not because they're not willing to be, but because they're gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially at our age, we're starting to lose people. And Kenny B, I just want to say, as I said when it happened, I'm so sorry for your loss, brother. I still have both my parents. I'm not as close to my mother as I'd like to be. My dad and me have a pretty good relationship, and I can't imagine what you're going through. It's tough. It's really, really tough. But it's like, those are things, like when that happens, it makes me realize, like, I need to reconnect with these people. I need to have this relationship while I can, because we're not guaranteed anything,
Right.
My cousin's husband, he just passed away, 50 years old, in good shape. They're good. By all means, not somebody you would expect to pass away. and he passed away really unexpectedly, and the whole family. It was just this huge shock, and then it's like everybody's left like thinking like, well, what now? Like what now? And
How long have you left them out there?
no, I don't talk about that right now. And then it's one of those things that like it makes you realize it could happen to anybody. It could be me. It could be my close family. It could be a friend. You never know. You never know.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of family and rough patches, want to touch base a little bit on one of our beloved e-liquids and family member to me and part of the overdose family, Babe Girl Vixens. Currently, it's been a struggle for Colleen and the line for the last year. Things weren't going well. The FDA labeling, debacles, having to relabel 3 times, rebrand 3 times, just things not working out for for them. They're not going away, but we've, as a team, and Colleen as a businesswoman, we've teamed up with Mike Freshour, absolute great guy, amazing mixologist. He's partnered with Colleen, and we have proverbially,
I like the word.
Proverbially dropped back 10 to punt. Within the next few months, the rebranding will be complete. As of November the 15th, when all the ingredients are due for all of the SKUs that we have, and the labels are done, everything will be done, submitted, done with the FDA. Everything will be up to snuff with the lab, good to go. But she's not just coming back as Vape Girl Vixens. It's expanding to something much greater, and that's all I can leave it at that. But when VGV comes back as a rebrand, man, you guys are gonna be fucking loving life.
Excellent. Good. You know what? Because they're good people. They got a good product, and I've always thought they deserved a much broader audience and just a lot more recognition in the industry than what they've got. Not that they haven't done well, but they deserve more. More. So
well, yeah, there's a whole new. We'll just say that there's a whole new platform. We're not getting into making our own devices or anything, but I can't really. It will be a full service, one stop shop.
Excellent. That's what's up.
Yeah, big news.
Excellent.
10 flavors, full service online shop.
Good.
But that's all I can divulge without getting into any of the trade details and trade secrets that I would have my balls in a noose for.
They're watching right now, going like, "Ooh, you better shut up, Paul."
Yeah, that's enough, Hesh.
Hey, fucking shut up. All right, so let's look at some Paul Hessian coils. Speaking of Paul putting his foot in his mouth, let's watch Paul build some coils.
Oh God, these things are garbage.
They're gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun times. Let's take a trip through the garbage.
Trip through the garbage.
It's gonna be fun.
Good Lord.
Share. Present. Oh shit. What am I doing here?
It's a hashception.
It was definitely a hashception. Oh, we're going again. Okay, hold on. What am I doing here? Let's do this. Okay. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a selection here. These are ones that I could find just right off the top of my game here. So here's one. If it'll go. Oh, don't crash my computer. Oh God, no. Are you still there, Hash?
Yeah, I am still here.
Okay, thank God. Okay, so this is from the Parallel Showcase. This is, as you might guess, a parallel coil, all wicked up, all juicy.
Yep, that is my go-to build. That's actually 20. Is that that's 2 different gauges. That is 23 and 25 gauge firewire.
Nice.
7 wraps a piece, so it comes out to a 14 wrap parallel. That thing ohms out to exactly a 0.08, and that is my go-to comp build. Actual.
Nice. And you got your goon, got the nice little bent fucking posts on the goon, which I love.
Oh yeah,
I respect that. And what's that mod? Is that a broadside?
yeah. That's my brass broadside. Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. Okay, moving on. I love here's the thing. Anybody who ever asks me like, what's a good build? What's a good build? I don't know how to build Claptons and stuff like that. I'm not really you know, I don't really know how to do that. I want a good, flavorful, cloudy build. Parallel. It's always gonna be
all the
parallel.
way, dude. Even if you're picking the same gauge, like 24, 24 gauge stainless steel,
All
on
day.
a 3.5 mil 7 wrap, it will be a 0.12 dual coil, and it will be a fantastic vape.
And if you want to go rowdy, do on like a 2.5 millimeter inner diameter coil on a little rod there, and do 4 wraps. That would give you 8 wraps total, and you're going to be into the danger zone, obviously. But you're going to be chucking fire. So yeah, this is that same build, different pick.
Yep.
I like different gauge parallels. You know, like 22, 24.
Yeah, I like it
25.
because the smaller gauge ramps up real quick, but then it heats up the thicker gauge almost instantly. So you get dual fast ramp up on it, but you're also creating pockets for the surface area for the flavor and the juice to get in, because you're not going to have a perfectly flat coil surface. It's going to vary.
Well, that's what I was going to say. You see, like some of the wires are sticking up higher than others. Those are creating little channels for that juice to get in there and really boil it away. That makes a good vape. That makes a good vape. And this is, oh god, this is a what the hell is this? Oh, what the hell is this?
That was the sad attempt at a oh Christ. At a Helix.
That's right.
Yeah, that was the Helix coil build off.
So mine was just as bad. So
that was 24 gauge N80 helixed with 32 gauge stainless.
And it looks like it's in parallel too.
It is.
Yeah. And then helix, yeah.
Yep.
Yours is actually a lot closer to being a helix than mine was. Mine was not even a helix at all.
I mean,
mine was just twisted with like a piece of wire wrapped around.
It helixed pretty well, except for, as you can see, down the very, very bottom of the RDA, where as soon as I started wrapping the coils, the helix was actually starting to come apart.
It drooped a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it did. It did. I mean, it vaped fine. It still ultimately was a helix, but again, that was my first attempt at doing a helix coil.
Definitely. And here's the thing: is people, if you're watching this live or later, these builds, like so these aren't like what you see, like people like Yeti or these guys put on Instagram. That doesn't mean these aren't good builds. These builds are going to vape hellaciously. You're going to have a great experience with it. And just because maybe you're not reproducing what you're seeing on Instagram, don't let that keep you from building. Like everybody's always like, "Oh, I don't even try building because I can't do, I'm not into vinyl." It's like, well, neither am I, but I keep building because you want to be able to be at least a little self-sufficient. Like, of course, it's nice to get coils from other people, but it's also really nice to get your own coils in there every once in a while. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. Some beautiful coils here.
It's the most satisfying feeling to know you're vaping your own coil.
Absolutely. As Panda said, it's a very satisfying feeling.
You put the work into it.
To vape your own coils because you did it yourself.
So those are fused Claptons, but instead of using round wire on the inside, it's actually 2 pieces of parallel square wire,
Nice.
and then fused.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. That's my kind of build right there. A little 4 wrapper.
Yeah.
Gonna get shit done right there. And breathe some fire. And you got, hey, speaking of VGV, got a nice little bottle of VGV in the background there.
That's Blue Monchi, one of the flagship flavors.
Which is a great flavor. Oh my god. I think this is another parallel. God, that's a beautiful build. That is a beautiful build, honestly. No shit, man. That's a really nice build.
Yeah, building on that Druga deck, that's really a fun deck to build on, only because you can fit such massive coils in there because of the way that the posts are.
Mhm.
But again, I like to keep things simple. I as much as I love the art of the competitiveness of these amazing builders like Goon and Yeti and Freddie and Juan and like all of our crazy builder friends. I love the artwork of it. I love some Smexy coils, but when it comes down to what I'm going to vape and if it's going to last me a week with me just changing cotton, if I'm changing the flavor, man, those parallel builds, like I said, they're the amount of flavor that you get is just amazing. The amount of vapor production that you get, it's excessively satisfying. The Druga is meant for a big, wide open coil like that.
Yep. I will say that there's the reverb there. The biggest jump in coils for me was when I learned about parallel building. It was like, okay, regular coils, good vape, and then as soon as I saw somebody do a parallel build and I did it for myself, it was like, shit, that's like a whole nother experience.
Yeah.
And then Claptons and stuff, that was like another jump into my experience as well, but nothing like the jump to parallel. Like just the sheer heat and the amount of vapor you're getting and the amount of flavor you're getting. It was amazing. I love parallel builds. To this day, still, most of the builds I do, even if they are a Clapton variant, they're going to be parallel with some kind of wire. Well, that was an attempt at a picture.
Yeah, that was when I first started like really building coils. That was my first staggered build.
You can see it. It's in there.
That is 28 gauge core. No, sorry, 26 gauge core Canthal with 28 gauge on the exterior staggered. It was a single coil build. It was a point. Oh no, it came out to a 0.1 because I could vape it on that's the original Sigelli 100 right there.
Sure is.
Yeah, that was my first one.
It's a nice coil.
That build, man, trying to do the staggers. I did that all by hand. That was before I had a drill.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So yeah, you can just imagine.
I can. I've been there. So there's another shot of that.
That's
Clappies.
Those are Firewire fused Claptons.
It's a beautiful shot of that coil. Oh, this is a different set of parallels. This is on the battle deck.
Yep, that is on the triple core battle deck. Triple post battle deck. That is 21 gauge and 23 gauge, 8 wraps. That was a build for a comp that I was going to the very next day after we had that coil showcase.
Nice. Beautiful. She's a beaut. Wow. Is this you? Is this your picture?
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Beautiful picture. I love it.
Yep.
Look at all those pubes.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's an overdose picture.
Yeah, I was trying to get the juice to suck into the like I was trying to get the original, like the initial drip onto the
Yeah,
aliens, so
yeah.
you could see it like wicking because I was doing multi shots, and that was the only picture that actually came out clear.
It looks good though. It's cool looking. Looks like a little frosting on there, a little bit of fucking syrup on the pancake, baby.
Right.
Well, I think that was a nice little foray into the mind of Paul Hessian. All right. Okay, I think we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. I just wanted to do a quick little. I mean, it ended up being an hour still, but I wanted to go in here and say what's up to everybody. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, Paul, for coming on. I know you're really tired. I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me.
Of course, like I said, other than if something comes up, I'm back. So
Got it. I am glad to have you back, my friend. All right. Much love, everybody. We'll see you guys next week. Stay tuned for more from me this week on the show. Go enter the contest. If you haven't already, please go enter it. Free stuff. Got to get some. All right. Good night, everybody. Peace out.